After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
We go! An 8-read.
Here's Dalvin Cook, third-year back from Florida State. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. From the gun, it's a give to Cook.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down.
I can't believe they even let you play.
6-6, pull it high.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
They're going to try and throw. Finding Gabriel complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Slam, slam.
Shoot! Ready?
Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. On 3rd down, Jones. And he's able to find Diggs. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 30.
Got to love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Quick throw here caught by Gabriel. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
15 line.
Down to lose 1.
On the run, it's Pumphrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready, ready. 60 out now.
Tight ends left. Tight ends left. Everyone's got movement.
They run with Pumphrey. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
That's how we do, D. That's how we do.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
5.
Check, check. 40's mine. 40's a mine. 40's a mine.
5.
Jones to throw on third down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that part. I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run it with McCoy. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's McCoy. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Hey, Wahoo!
94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. Yeah. You don't want none.
Middle. 0.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. 94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And it's caught here, Amendola. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a first down carry here from McCoy. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. He completes it to Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of it? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Middle. Double right.
They'll run with McKissick. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
And the Lions first down.
180. 59.
Here's McKissick. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. This complete to Jones. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Double right. Hey, give me radar.
A carry now for McKissick. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's first and goal.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Now it's Matt Prater on for the Lion field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of the half. They'll be real excited to have. Those up on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
On the double.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys that we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll run here with Pumphrey. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. We won. Come to my
40. Stop your whining.
Well, hey, we're going Mike 40, Mike 40.
Hey! Get it!
Throwing Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack.
Check back. Mike 40, Mike 40.
General West!
Check 24, check 24.
Hey! I-7!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll run it now with Pumphrey. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Check 99, check 99. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Again, it's Pumphrey. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. The first run for the backup, Abdullah. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Amir Abdullah, his first touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Barely got the extra point, and we are even at 10 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
Let's go, son.
At their own 25-yard line.
Defense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll go again with McKissick. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
Set! Yellow lady! Yellow lady!
To throw on 3rd down. Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 44-yard line.
First down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Stafford going to come up 1st and 10, and he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. The first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check. Watch 11.
Caught by Jones. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's Stafford. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Hey, 22!
And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. Well, they deemed it four-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
First down.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They will run it. It's McKissick. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Ty Johnson, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Lions have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit. But for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
6-6, pull it high.
Now Jones, a big spot for the rookie from Duke. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That burst good for 20 and a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. They'll run it now out of the gun. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, switch the mic right here. We go Mike 40, Mike 40.
Hey.
From the 27, Jones. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Blue draw Porkers. Get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
That's good for our Vikings. First down.
X3. 218, jump.
At the 15-yard line.
Ready?
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So now then the penalty's got them set up with a first and goal.
Go on.
Following the penalty, Abdullah. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a second and goal. Again, it's Abdullah. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So first and second down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So first and second down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Y'all playing it. Hey, Charlie. Check. Bravo. Check.
40's Mike. 40's.
Hey, orbit.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The ex-Iowa Hawkeye Mike Daniels in for the sack. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Hey, exit.
40's the Mike. Squeeze. I got it. Hey, 40's Mike. 40's Mike.
Now.
On 4th down, Jones. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Mike Daniels. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. 4th and goal, and it leads to a sack.
And I can just see it now. On the sidelines, they're telling the quarterback, you've got to get rid of it somehow, some way. At least get it in the end zone and give us a chance. If we throw an interception, so what? A sack? We didn't even have a chance.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the Lions, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, it's their very...
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know when Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs on the head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rocking over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing, relieving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all beat the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Then jump.